Good morning everyone. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell to get notifications of my videos every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes we do the Sunday video. In today's video we are telling you, showing you, doing you what has happened in 2024 so far to do with the share farm agreement, which I keep mentioning but I don't tell you what's going on. You'll see that we are currently as you're watching this, 18th of July. So this is the day before a YouTube video. I've got so much stuff going on that I'm struggling to get with Sunday videos. Probably should get an editor. Anyway, it's another question. With this thing, I'm gonna have even more farming content, so it's getting behind. We need to get more up to date. That's what I'm gonna try and do. You see on the left side, so this is our beef stock, and we've been improving the beef stock in the last probably 8 months vastly, properly vastly. They've been absolutely flying. That is one of our Highland crossbreds, and it's the size of coffee tables. Good thick back ends. And you'll see on this side there's some more stock, and these have arrived this week. So we've had 45 arriving here. We've had all sorts of stuff. I have lots of footage in which I'll show you in a minute. I'm just going to describe what's happening. In 2024 January, my neighbour, our now business partner, Tom and Kieran, sat me and Dad down and was like, he has this idea, he wants to go into farming and he wants to get into farming in which way. If I'm honest, so my head started ticking. Tom wants to get into farming. What does he want to do? How does he want to do it? My head starts thinking, he's starting to go to eggs. Tom, obviously, we rent quite a lot of our land off Tom, and then Tom has some other land that he rents off. He's brought that land back into house, into himself, and he, like I say, he gave us the opportunity, and it was like, Tom, I'd like to get in with you, and absolutely amazing. You don't get a lot of opportunities like that in your life. We've put an extra 250 acres onto us, so up to about 520 acres farmed now, altogether on the 2 businesses, and we are up to 165 cattle added at the moment. These are some more cattle. We had 20 delivered. The 45 delivered on Monday, we had 20 delivered on Tuesday, we had 100 delivered on the 1st of April. Well, they meant to come the 1st of April. Obviously, we had a really wet spring, so they actually came on the 16th of April. You're just seeing they were grazing the ground before we put the maize in and stuff. A lot of stuff's happened. I'll try to get all the footage of what has gone on. We had 100 outside in the fields. We felt like they weren't just firing on, so we brought 37 of the biggest and the oldest, because some of them are a bit old, the stuff that did come, and we brought them into the shed and put them on the same diet as we're doing our cows. It's quite easy. 3 kilos of home and dry, 20 kilos of silage, depending on the size, up to 20 kilos of silage. So eating about 23 kilos. They're all getting fed. It's going to be 2 separate businesses. We're going to be Pemberton's Dairies, Pemberton's Farm Shop, which is my cattle. Obviously, we rent these barns, we do whatever we pay our rent. And then there's going to be the business shared farming home farm thing. I don't actually know if it's got a name yet. It does. We've had lots and lots of meetings, probably. It was quite busy to start with, then you'll have a quiet time, then you'll have like one every 2 to 3 weeks, and you might have one for 6 weeks, and then you'll have one every 2 to 3 weeks. But obviously things have really started ramping up. Tom is a really good businessman, and he has goals, and goals are very good, and he has goals and he has time, so he'll set you when he wants to. We are up to 165 cattle. He wanted to get up to 200 by the end of July, then we're going to go up to 300 by November, and we might be getting up to, the aim is to get up to 500. If I'm honest, my aim is to get up to 550, and then I can say we are farming 1,000 cows, because that would be very cool. I'm talking young stock all the way to me on my farm at 450 at the moment, from day dot to my 15-year-old cow, and then here, if we got to 550, that would be amazing. This is very important. It's very important because you're going to ask, Tom, 300 cows, up to 550 cows if I can do it right, cattle, not cows, cattle. Where are you going to put them all? That's a great question. Here. Here. So, we're going big. And very big. Obviously, we've had to do costings, we've had to work it out and what everything's working out with, and this is what Tom wants. Like I said, I had the idea of maybe putting some eggs on. Didn't really, spoke to Johan, and they're very open, and my feed rep actually does eggs as well. Tom wasn't too keen on doing the eggs at the moment. He might do in the future, but beef. He likes the idea of beef. He's Irish, he's got a lot of Irish friends, not a lot of Irish beef farmer friends. So, in Ireland, what do they like? Slats. So the idea is a brand spanking new shed. I can't actually remember the dimensions I did text the builder this morning. Brand new shed. We've got 60-foot rafters turned up here. It's going to be a big one. Tank underneath with going to be on slats, these cattle, which is going to be interesting. And we're going to have slat mats though, which was a really big thing for me because they've got to be comfy in here. We're going to have, each pen will hold up to 15 cattle. And the idea is to have a race in the middle, so it's really easy. Because at the moment what we're doing is we're weighing these cows all the time, every 2-3 weeks. And we've got to put the weigher in there, sort it out. So the idea is to have a permanent weigher in here, a permanent handling system to make life easier. If you're doing it once, do it properly. What the idea is, like I say, start from the bottom, tank underneath. All the stuff for the tank is there, which I'll show you. We're actually going to have to raise it up because of where the water level is. We're going to have to raise it up as little as we can to have the tank underneath. Because it's going to be beef muck, it's going to be thick. So I've already spoken to my favourite bubbling system. So we're going to have to put a bubbler underneath because we do need to make sure it's thin because it does have a problem for sticking. Handling system in the middle, beef stock in the middle, and then when they're in that 15 or 20 or 12, whichever way it fits of how I feel like it's comfortable, they're going to be in there in that group. Don't want to start mixing groups is the plan. The plan is to start buying 30, selling 30 a month, and then upping it and upping it and upping it and just seeing where the comfortable level is. Obviously we have got an extra 250 acres on top, so you'll see this video next week of us chopping grass for the share farming agreement, mowing and chopping. It's just beautiful. And tell you what, we got some big kit for that job. We're going to need a feeder and a tractor, so we are looking at the tub feeder system, a tractor for here. We're looking for a robot pusher. We're going to have to look for a new shear grab, which I am at the dairy show today. As you watch this video, just a big, dense, good shear grab, hard knocks tines, because we're going to be feeding a lot of cattle, a lot of feed. So if we are feeding the rates we are feeding now, and we do, let's just say 300 for now. 300 times 25 freeze, 7.5 ton a day, and then like I say, we could be getting up to 500. So this is where the new shed's going to be. We're going to have a loading bay for the cattle, an unloading bay for the cattle. The smaller stock are going to go outside to the grazing grasses. We've put paddocks in over there, not the most smallest paddocks in the world, so we've actually put like 4 paddocks in, so we can just, I'm moving 65 cattle like every 3 or 4 days, just moving them around. Sometimes they hold on to a week just so they've got fresh grazing, and then we've got 100 in the sheds at the moment, but some of them are a bit small, so we might chuck them out as well. After we've done second cut, we might chuck a couple more out as well. But my idea for this, if I'm honest, is more finishing, so getting animals at around 450 kilos and then feeding them well and finishing them at about 650, maybe 700, pushing for the big Belgian blues. It's going to be exciting for us because always we do is Angus. For the farm shop, I like my Anguses. I like them slow grown. 3 kilos is good. For the other ones, for more of the woodheads, and that's who we're looking at selling it to, I'm going to look at maybe pushing the cake up a little bit, grow them a bit quicker. I don't need that quality as much for the farm, that's what it be for the farm shop, to get them finished and get them kind of churned around. Animal health is obviously a big thing. Animal welfare is a big thing. I need to do my red tractor assurance for beef as well. I'm going to speak to my vet. I need to sort that out, and then need to sort the woodhead stuff out. But yeah, it's super exciting. We are definitely pushing on. We're looking at feed bins here instead of putting it on the floor. Grass we need to do. We might look at next year, starting this year, of maybe putting some maize on into this business as well, or maybe do some whole crop because the maize has gone so well this year. To be fair, it's looking 10 times better, and we will get a crop out of it. But yeah, really exciting. Lots of stuff going on. But first, what I think you need to see is how we've got on so far pushing on with this venture, which you'll see in a minute. Today I have an alarm on my phone that says 20 minutes to give Kieran a hand to do something, but it's happening now. It's very exciting. Luke, you drive, you go in the middle, yeah, and I'll go the edge. So yeah, something's turned up. Let's see the exciting bit and I'll explain what's going on after that. So we got 1 wagon turned up and we got 2 wagons turned up, and they're a hell of a wagon. So we've got 50 in each. So this is part of the share farming agreement that we're kind of getting into, kind of getting involved in. You'll find out a lot more about it, but I think the exciting point is they're turning up. we are back. Again, I need to explain what we're doing. Maybe I have done in the bit before this. I don't know. So Kieran is in his case and he's got my crush on and he's got the gates on, so we're going to get him into here. So the first job we're going to do, they've been here they arrived on Tuesday, today's Friday, both edit days, that's funny, and we're going to weigh them because obviously we want to make sure that they're correct weight. We have been promised a weight, or we did a deal on a weight. I don't think they are that weight, so I just spoke to another guy and was just like, you wouldn't accept a load of Selco if it was 25 ton and you paid for 28 ton. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, we're just gonna make sure everything's right. Fingers crossed, everything is right. We weigh them, and the other important thing of weighing them as well is we will see how much each animal weighs. Obviously we've got lots of different breeds here, so we can see the different breeds and how well they're actually putting weight on the different breeds and see what does better, male, female, what date we did it and what weight we did it. My dad's going to get involved as well, so he's actually just going to be in the tractor. We're going to sit him there, and me and Kieran are going to shout it. Numbers at him is the plan. So we're just going to get the weigher here, get him in, get him weighed, which is exciting. Someone let him out of the field that we're going to weigh him with and put him in this field for us this morning at 9 o'clock. That was nice. We're just going to move him to the weigh-in out. Look a bit better now they've had a bit of rain on them and a bit of a wash. Going to clean the tails as well, keep it nice and neat is the plan. Bit of Pemberton love. Better with a bit of sun on the backs. Good girls! Good girls! Hey, 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 hey! Steady! Good girls! Gonna go in now. Through one field into the next. I'm gonna go into that gateway.
237 8415 239 214 if you want to be
214,
8406.
Go. First one's weighed. What a glorious day! This is a day to do weighing. We've roped in Katie as well. The legend. Oh hey, you tiger cat. Bonjour. So we're back a month afterwards actually. We're doing another set of weighing. Got my waterproofs on. To the share farm in cattle. Right. 8 o'clock in the morning. Gonna get over the road. Dad's giving me a ring, said I'm on my own. He's not on his own, he's on the lads that get the cattle. Yeah, right. Oh, there we go. Oh, so I didn't actually explain what we were doing here in this bit, which is a bit daft of me. So we brought the 100 in. This was actually Kieran's idea, really good idea. The biggest 35 we wanted to finish. We'll start kind of pushing them on to finish and kind of take them off the grass and put them on a good diet. They were a bit shy of weight when they first came. We are currently in discussions with that, who we bought them off. We bought them blind, which is one of the mistakes that we have definitely learnt from in this venture. What we're doing is we're picking the oldest 35 because some of them are quite old. We want to finish them before 30 months and putting them on a big diet just to kind of push them on and finish them up, and then that will take 67 back into the field. We actually brought 37 out because we thought 2 more could just do keeping in this shed will hold 50 quite easily. So they have plenty of room and go on a diet. So on the 24th of May we weighed them again. I think the average weight of growth was around the 1.2 kilos mark, maybe a little bit less than that, and we just thought the bigger ones needed finishing a bit faster, so this is what we did. You can see some cattle are going to the left of Mick, some cattle are going to the right of Mick, and they are getting finished as we speak. That noise is wasted time. Blame the human condition. We're trained to idolize. So you'll see when they arrive, some of these stock needed a bit of looking after. There's quite a lot of stuff in the field, but the stuff that has been here since April, so they've been here 4 months. With this venture, I have made a few mistakes already. The stock that was meant to come was meant to be, I didn't look at the stock before they got here. They were meant to be 380 to 400 kilos. Weighed every single one, they were 230 kilos. So that was slightly annoying. And they just needed a bit of love and a bit of care. So is this one? No, that was bought in this week. You can see the stamp on it. They're looking a lot better now. A bit of TLC, a bit of Tom love. Tom, Kieran and Andy love. So my dad's called Andy, by the way, people didn't know. They're just starting to grow a bit better, clean themselves up, and just starting to put a bit of weight on. We do have, obviously, the weights when they do first arrive. These animals, the ones that were first came, at one point we weighed them between weighing number 2 and 3 when we brought them in. They started putting on 2.3 kilos a day on 3 kilos of barley, maybe up to 3.5 kilos of barley. If I'm honest, Kieran was just putting a bit at night in a bucket and just kind of getting them up into feeding them a bit harder. And the good thing about that is feeding them a bit harder is intakes lead performance or push performance. So the more the cows eat, the more they will perform. I'll just get out. They're a bit more flighty than what we are used to. Obviously, my stock, born, bred, sold in the farm shop, and they're going to go to Woodheads. Someone's going to ask as well, well, I just thought, are you going to sell these through the farm shop? I don't think so. We will put them all through Woodheads. I really like the traceability of the stuff we put through the farm shop. The odd occasion we might put a nice limmy through. We'll chat to Tom and just see if we can buy it off Tom and put it through, because limmy meat is really, really good. We weighed them yesterday. Whew, the stuff that arrived. I'm not used to it. Just mine, obviously they go through weighs all the time. We handle them quite a lot. These obviously, I don't know, have been in hill, been some suckler cows or something, maybe not suckler cows. Whew, they were wild. Not wild, not proper wild. They weren't jumping fences or anything, but they just had that bit of thing on them. So there's that's one of our shorthorn beefs. One of the limmies over there and the Belgian blues, and you'll see some of these videos, the bums on them, the stuff that came from, we changed dealer who we bought our cattle off this week. Stock are amazing. We've paid a little bit more for them, but is it worth it? And they're a bit bigger, so that's what I really want to do. It's just finish them. Don't really be buying at 12 months old. I want to buy them at like 14, 15 months old. Hold them for 3 months, 4 months, maybe even a little bit bigger. A bit like Joe Seals does. Just chatting to him as well a little bit. Everyone's been quite nice and just quite open about everything. Just had a big feed this morning, obviously. Here they are. That is going to be the underneath tank, all precast concrete. So that's going to be underneath the complete shed, which is incredible. Great idea for storing capacity. Obviously, they will hold the floor off the tank as well. So that's what will hold there. And then what we have here is, I'm going to stand on this. There's a bit of poo to ever go in the tank. The slats have started to arrive as well. So there's slats that cows, we're just going to be on slats completely, and then obviously the rubber mats are going to go on top for comfort. Exciting to see how it works. We're worried about the slurry, but Reese from Dairy Power said, don't worry about that, Tom. This is perfect for you. They do a lot of towers, but they do a lot underground underneath beef sheds. The steels, like I say, are massive. These are the rafters for the shed. That is 60 feet rafters we've got. In context, I don't think we ever did a 60-foot rafter, did we? I think 55 feet with our biggest rafters at the 22% angle of pitch of the roof. It's really, really exciting, this. Obviously, Tom's put a lot of trust in me, in us, in the team. Kieran's been getting involved loads. You would have seen Kieran when he got the tractor. Me and Kieran went to Great X Show to look at things that we need to do for this farm and how to improve it. Like I say, new feeder, new tractor. Looking at the robot pusher, again, intakes push performance, need a shear grab, just something that's decent here, a weigher for it, but a static one, not our movable one, just because it's all going to be in-house into the shed and all going to be able to move in the shed. We'll just have a static one in there. They come, they get weighed, they get tagged, we know what they're doing and know what they're weighing. If anyone in the beef enterprise thinks definitely do this, definitely don't do that, put it in the comment section below, or even message me on Instagram, or even email me. It'd be fantastic. Just the do's and don'ts before you even start, because obviously you know what date is. Shed's not even up yet. We've not poured an ounce of concrete yet. So when this shed comes up, this shed will become back into Pemberton's farm shop. It's just in here for now, just because all our cows are out pretty much, apart from them 42, I think. Very, very exciting. Very nerve-wracking, but you know, we'll be up to 750 cattle by November is the plan, and if we can get up to 1,000, or if it does work, if I'm honest, if I speak to Tom, I think we'll have a go again. So From when I first started YouTube, I think we were farming about 120 acres. Now we're going to be refarming up to 520 acres, and then we had about 220 cattle on, and we'll be up to about 750. The goal one day would be up to 1,000. But yeah, really busy, really exciting, and what an opportunity to be asked to do. 32 years old, and in the last 8 years we have pushed and we have pushed and we have pushed, but obviously we've got to make it work, got to make sure the numbers work. And guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any top tips, please put it in the comment section below. If there's loads, I am off this weekend, I'll try and do a Sunday video of the questions we are going to get asked. These are for the sheep over here. Yeah, we've got feed bins coming as well from Collingson's is the plan, just so we'll keep everything in-house. Oh, and we've obviously got grass to cut. We've got more grass to cut. Do I get an editor again just to help me out? Some of the stock that came yesterday was, I think, the change in direction. Instead of getting stuff that's going to take 12 months to grow, get stuff that's going to be 4 to 5 months to grow, get them finished. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please get a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel. More things to think about. Dad is back from France today, I think. Been away for 2 weeks and absolutely loved it. But yeah, you'll see a lot more of this going on. Obviously it won't be as much of a video as detailed as my other stuff. Maybe like a Sunday video, 2 weekly or monthly. Just catch up where we're up to, just because I'm not here. Obviously it's easier being on farm, and we'll see how we're getting on and where we're going on for it. Guys, we'll see you in a bit. Love you. Cheers, bye. So this is the first load that came on Monday. 75 head of stock. A bit pricey, but hell, really nice animals. That's a beautiful Limmy, I think. A few Anguses, a few Belgian Blues. Looks like Kieran just thinks it looks like that animal off Clarkson's farm. Look at that. That is a fantastic animal, and this, I think, is my new favourite. Holy moly. That is BEA beautiful. And then look at this thing. Look at the way it stood. Holy moly. Now that is a good looking animal. And then we'll go here. Oh, the smaller stock. So this is the 37 that we bought in from the field, and then some of them with the tags on are the stuff that came yesterday. So it's really cool. So that came yesterday. That's a nice Belgian Blue there. Not far away from sizes that are here. How old is that? 12 months old. Happy with these. Going to do some weighing today and just see where they're all at. Look at the back end of this thing. Wow. So we're just weighing all the cattle again. So this is the 45 that came on Monday. Tom and Kieran on the weighing. We're on the pushing up. With Big A. How heavy do you reckon this is? How heavy do you reckon? How heavy, Big Tom? 390. We are back in the field with the stock that were let out 3-4 months ago. They're looking 10 times better. Thank you, Anna. She and my mate are currently in something that we have invested in the farm, which I'll show you another time. Just picked it up today. I'm on the way to Ayrshire tonight. So you can just see they're really just starting to fill out. Some of them still looking a bit poor, just not filling out just, but then you got a Belgian Blue like that, just on grass. They just want to be fed, which is good. So that's what they needed, a bit of love, but I think that's what we've done. Me, Kieran, Tom and Father, well, and the rest of the team as well. Just put them to grass, to be honest. And you can kind of see what we're doing. We're putting, like having a big paddock there. You'd really want to be on one paddock, shut off, but the fences weren't just finished and they kind of escape. And another paddock here, another paddock there, another paddock there. So we have 4 paddocks that we can move them across all the time. But yeah, look at this. It's doing a lot better now. Some of the Anguses are looking a bit shy. The other thing with these as well is a bit older than I'd like as well. They're older than they look, but I think with any business at the start, you're going to make a few mistakes. Interesting when we do pull these in. You can just see a Belgian Blue from the back, and like from the top of them in the back. The ones inside are looking 10 times better. You can see I'm circling the thing I don't want you guys to see. So anyway, hope that explains it. There are no real signs of worms again, which is good. Clean bottoms, good poos, solid poos, and just on grass. So anyway, that is how these stock are getting on.